It's the final episode of FOX Pressbox in 2024, and we've got a good one for you. In Kansas, regional championships are on the line. A year ago, Humboldt came to Riverton to win a regional title. Tonight, the Rams pay a visit to the undefeated Cubs. Winner goes on to sectionals. Humboldt isn't our only unbeaten team. Frontenac also tries to win a regional title and improve to 10-0 against Perry-Lecompton. And in Missouri, Seneca also tries to move to 10-0. The Indians have their playoff opener against Aurora. Plus, COC rivals Carthage and Neosho meet for the second time this year. Winner advances to the district championship. We'll bring you those games and much more. It's the only 30-minute high school football highlight show in the 4 states, and it starts right now.
You're watching Fox 14's Press Box, sponsored by Missouri Southern State University, Matco Builders, Roper Kia, and Kramer's Quality Meats of Grove.
Hey, welcome into Press Box on Fox 14. That's Brock. I'm John. And Brock, only the strong will survive from here on out. It's the second round of the playoffs in Kansas and Missouri.
That's truly a test to see who can survive and who can advance. But by the end of the month, we'll see which teams can advance to the state playoffs.
Yeah, well, we get started in Missouri. Joplin had a bye a week ago. Tonight, the Eagles have their playoff opener at home against Kickapoo. Rain coming down pretty good at Jung Field, as Kickapoo makes the trip to face Joplin in the district semifinals. First quarter, we start midway through this play. This is the result of a touch pass from Daniel Rose to Davin Thomas. He takes it 84 yards to the house. Eagles up 7-0 early. Kickapoo's next drive, quarterback Brooks Eaton keeps it on a read option, picks up about 10 and a first down. Later in that drive, Jamil Worthy takes a handoff, weaves his way to a gain of about 10. The Chiefs put together a long drive, and it ends with a 4th and goal at the 1-yard line, and Stephen Banks on that play finds pay dirt. Just like that, we're tied at 7 apiece. Joplin's next drive, it's the second quarter now, and Daniel Rose rolls out to his right. He finds his man. That's Thomas again. That'll move the chains. Nice pickup later on in that drive. Eagles face a 4th down of their own. Rose fires a bullet to Collis Jones. He hangs on. That's a first down. It'll keep the drive alive. A couple plays later, Torrin Jones bullies his way into the end zone. Eagles knock Kickapoo out of the playoffs for the second year in a row. They win 21-7. They'll face Nixa next week.
Big game right there. Well, Neosho and Carthage, they are playing for the second time in the last 2 weeks. Carthage beat Neosho 42-20 the last time that they met. Neosho, they've had a magical season, but some injuries here or there. Could they get a big upset on the road tonight? Out to Carthage we go. We have a COC battle in the second week of the playoffs. First quarter here, the quarterback Cade Spiva throws it, and it's a diving catch for a touchdown by Hudson Williams in the end zone. Wildcats make a statement right away. It's 7-0 Neosho. So on the ensuing kickoff here, Landon West fields it, cuts inside, breaks the tackle, and there's nothing but green grass in front of him. And he takes this one all the way for an 85-yard Carthage touchdown. Big response by the Tigers, and this game's tied up 7-7. Next Neosho drive, Spiva looking to throw, and Braden Odell gets his hand on it, makes the deflection for an incomplete pass. Later in the half, Carthage knocking on the door, Landon Collins takes the handoff and breaks some tackles and gets into the end zone. And just before halftime, Spiva looking to throw again. This time it's picked off by Jordan Brunnert, who takes it all the way back for a pick 6. Carthage runs away with this one. Tigers win it 35-15.
Now over at Bulldog Stadium, Carl Junction home for the second week in a row. They're coming off a tight win over Mack County in the playoff opener. CJ at home for a district semifinal against Bolivar. End of the second quarter, Liberators already up 17-6. They're looking for more. Chapel Banner rolls out to his right. He finds his receiver, Maddox Neesmith. He's ripped down by the face mask. So after that play, that's more, half the distance to the goal on the penalty. Couple of plays later, Gardner Casey takes the direct snap, rumbles around the left side, and he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Bolivar up 24-6. That was a score at halftime. We go to the third quarter. Casey, again, taking the handoff this time, runs into a group of Bulldogs. Ball gets knocked free, and it's recovered by Carl Junction. Big takeaway by the CJ defense when they needed it. A couple of plays later, CJ looking for a spark on offense, but Mason Gilbert hit and sacked in the backfield by Aiden Essery. A couple of possessions later, same score, still 24-6. 4th down and long, last gasp really for the Bulldogs. Gilbert airs it out, and it falls incomplete. That kind of night for the Bulldogs. Their season ends in the district semifinals. Final score 24-6.
Let's go over to the Big 8 conference now. Mount Vernon they won their last game 62-7 in the first round of the playoffs, and the schedule starts to get tougher now. As Mount Vernon tonight they play Mountain Grove, and both teams are 7-3 entering this game. Mount Vernon and Mountain Grove looking for a district final appearance. We start things off in the first quarter. Panthers with a motion handoff to the right side. Destin Hunger gets over the goal line for the score, putting Mountain Grove up 7-0. Mountaineers truly have to climb back in this one. And who else other than Braden Dotson, the senior running back, gets the handoff, trucks over defender, and he smokes everyone on his way to the house over a 55-yard touchdown. That ties the game up 7 points apiece. To the second quarter now. Mount Vernon looking to take the lead. Gavin Johnston drops back with this pass, throws the deep ball, and it's intercepted by Cale Gardner. Right place at the right time right there, and grabs a 20 extra yards as well. With the momentum now shifted, Braden Curtis looks to find some open space here to outrun the Mount Vernon defenders right here, and that scores a 35-yard touchdown, putting the Panthers up 14-7, but it's the Mountaineers who complete the comeback. Mount Vernon would come back to win this game 35-21.
And as we head to our first break, here's some more playoff final scores from Missouri.
You're watching Fox 14's Press Box, sponsored by Roper Kia, Missouri Southern State University, and Associates of Dentistry.
Welcome back to Press Box here on Fox 14. We cross over to Kansas as the Colgan Panthers are on a mission. Colgan has won 7 games in a row, but it's been just about a month since the last time the Panthers played a team with a winning record. Riverside makes the long trip from northern Kansas down to Pittsburgh, and Colgan's looking to advance to the sectional round. In the first drive of the game, Becken Griffin, the quarterback, can't escape the pressure. Brock Riddell takes him down for the sack. And the Colgan defense starts this game with a 3-and-out. Panthers get close on the goal line here with the offense. Carson Simmons punches this in for 6 points. Colgan leads 7-0. We head to the second quarter now. Next Panther possession. This game is a reverse sweep. Right here. Clayton Addison finds the space, makes the last man miss, goes all the way for the touchdown. Colgan leads 13-0 after a 55-yard house call. We head to the second quarter now. Griffin drops back here at quarterback, and here comes Christian Morris, who wraps him up and brings him down. More of a defensive battle in the second half, but Colgan gets the job done as the Panthers win it 19-0.
Big win for Colgan, and tonight we've got a rematch of a playoff game from a year ago. In 2023, Humboldt went on the road to Riverton and knocked the Rams out of the playoffs. Tonight they switch places. Riverton heads up to Humboldt, hopes to end the Cubs' undefeated season. Let's go to Humboldt, where the Cubs host Riverton this evening. And the Cubs waste little time picking up the first points of the game. Mason Sterling takes the handoff up the middle, blasts through the defense. That's a 34-yard touchdown. Humboldt would get the 2-point try as well. That makes it 8-zip early. Next Cubs possession in the red zone. This time Sterling's number is called on a reverse, and he's going to dive for the pylon. He's in for a touchdown. Another good 2-point try makes it 16-0. Riverton looking for any sort of spark on offense. But this isn't it. Pass intercepted by Asher Hart. The Humboldt defense forces a turnover. That sets him up with great field position. And that leads to this play. Another big run, this time on the QB keeper from Blake Ellis. He turns on the gas, and he's in for a 49-yard touchdown. Humboldt runs away with it, 64-0. Cubs improve to 10-0.
A big win there for Humboldt. Well, the Frontenac Raiders also remain undefeated. They've beaten every team that they've played by at least 3 touchdowns or more in 8 of their last 9 games. But they host yet another playoff game on their home turf coming into this week. Frontenac tonight, the undefeated Raiders host Perry Lecompton in the regional championship. In the first quarter, Raiders lead 6-0. Check out this catch by Jaden Hoyton. An unbelievable one-handed catch. You got to be kidding me. What a play that was. That fires up the Frontenac faithful. Then, later in that drive, that would result in a Gavin Withune touchdown. Frontenac extends their lead. They also score the 2-point conversion. Raiders lead 14-0. But Perry Lecompton doesn't quit. Garrett Metcalf, a quarterback, takes the snap on 4th and goal, dives across the goal line, and the Cause get on the board. That makes it 14-6. We head to the late portions of the second quarter. Brogan Smith drops back to pass, and this one is intercepted by Garrett Metcalf. He also plays quarterback, playing safety tonight as well. That's a big turnover. Last play before the half, Brogan Smith going to fire another pass deep down the field. It's intercepted by Garrett Metcalf again. Boy, wasted opportunities. Frontenac had a 22-6 lead at one point in this game, but Perry Lecompton comes all the way back to stun the Raiders. Cause win this one on the road, 28-22.
That is a stunner. And as we head to our second break, here are some playoff final scores from around Kansas. Welcome back into Press Box on Fox 14. Before we go to Oklahoma, we got one more Kansas game to show you. Labette County went on the road last week and beat Sumner Academy. That gives the Grizzlies a home playoff game tonight. In Altamont, Labette County is home after last week's win. Grizzlies play host to Bishop Miege. Early in the first quarter, Bishop Miege, Marco Rodriguez hands it off to Vinny George. He gets 20 yards, and that's the first touchdown of the night for the Stags. Minute 40 left in the first. Snap goes over Rodriguez's head. He's chased behind the line of scrimmage, but he scoops it up, finds a lane, and takes it downfield for a long run. He's eventually brought down, but get big yardage on that play. Early second quarter now. Snap back to Rodriguez. Yet again, he hands off to George, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. 13-zip Stags at that point. They've got the possession with about 30 seconds to go in the first half. Rodriguez dishes it to guess who? George. Yet again, he gets his way into the end zone for the third time. 21-0 in the second quarter. Stags win big. Just not Labette County's night. 34-6 final score.
Well, the playoffs have started in Missouri and Kansas, and it's the final week of the regular season in Oklahoma. The Veneta Hornets travel to play the Jay Bulldogs, and the winner of this game will advance to the playoffs. The Jay Bulldogs are at home playing in possibly their final home game this season, and Jay welcomes in the visiting Veneta Hornets. In the first quarter, it's a 4th down play. Brady Rutherford completes this pass to Riley Bacon, and that moves the chains for a first down. Later in the drive, Michael Rogers, running back, gets the handoff, and he scores a touchdown. Jay makes it a 6-0 game. Next Bulldog possession now as the fireworks go off. Jay adds to their lead as Michael Rogers finds the end zone again. Jay now leads 12-0. They would go on to hold that lead into halftime. So we go to the second half now. Veneta finds some momentum as Bo Bennett is able to stay on his feet long enough to score the touchdown. The Hornets make it a 12-7 game. Next drive for Jay. Ryan Taylor is going to weave through defenders right here. A nice gain, but then he's going to fumble the football, and Trey Philippi recovers it, and the Hornets get the football back. Veneta looks to capitalize now. It's 4th and 11, and they're going to go for it. Trey Tanner has plenty of time to throw. He connects with Ethan Stevens, and then he will score the touchdown to give Veneta their first lead of the night. But Jay comes back in the fourth quarter. They win this game. Final score 18-14.
Heading to our final break, here are some final scores from the last week of the regular season in Oklahoma. Welcome back into Press Box on Fox 14. We've shown you some highlights from a couple undefeated teams already. Now here's another one. Seneca plays its first game of the playoffs tonight, continuing its run to a state championship. We go to Class 3, undefeated Seneca at home against Aurora in the District 6 semifinals. The Indians assert their dominance right from the jump. Roman Miller takes the handoff, and he dodges a tackle there, runs it into the end zone. Indians with the early lead at 6-0. Seneca's Caden Klaus then on a design quarterback keeper. Huge run here. He's going to take this one all the way to the house for a touchdown. Indians lead 12-0. Now Aurora looking for any sort of way to get back into this ball game. They find it. Sean Cracy passes to Jaden Carpenter. That's a big gain inside the Seneca 30-yard line before Hunter Haynes makes the touchdown-saving tackle. But the Indians get the ball back, and Brody Probert, take a look at this throw from him. He finds Drew Sherwood in the end zone for a touchdown. Indians up 18-zip at the half. They keep that going all the way in the second half. Rain doesn't slow down Seneca. It wins 41-6.
It's been a wild season for the Webb City Cardinals, and not the season they were expecting. However, it is the playoffs, so anything can happen. Webb City, well, they'll have to try to go on the road to win a playoff game to keep their season alive. Webb City Cardinals take the trip up north to Grain Valley for a district semifinal matchup. Grain Valley only has one win at home this season. First quarter now, Cardinals are punting, but the snap is botched, and the Eagles get a safety. Eagles lead it 2-0 to start the game, but that's as good as it gets for them. Look at this right here. Webb City, Slade Hurd takes this one right up the middle. Nothing but open field ahead of them. He gets tackled inside the 5-yard line, but it's a big gain for a first down. A couple plays later, Hurd finished what he started right here as he punches it up the middle for the score. Cardinals lead by 5. Later in the game, Cardinals keeping their foot on the gas pedal as Jackson Lucas throws it deep, and it goes right into the bucket of Andrew Young. He takes this one all the way, and that's a 79-yard score. Cardinals led 14-2 at halftime, and Webb City advances to the district championship game with a 21-9 victory over Grain Valley. They'll play Carthage next week.
That's going to be a big one. Webb City against Carthage and a rematch for a district title. We'll stay in Missouri now, back to Class 3, District 6, where East Newton has quietly put together its best season in a decade. The Patriots just got an upset win on the road last week. Tonight they try to do it again. East Newton in a district semifinal after knocking off Cassville last week. They're taking on Forsyth. Patriots lead 21-16 at halftime, but back come the Panthers. Opening drive of the third quarter, Tamarcus Holmes runs about 50 yards before he's shoved out of bounds. That sets up this. A few plays later, Braxton Gross plunges his way into the end zone, and the Panthers take the lead back. It's 24-21, but East Newton not ready to quit. Check out this play. They've got a Braxton too. Braxton Wolf runs this one about 70 yards. Keep an eye on the football, though. Right when he's about to get tackled, he pitches it to Will Eichelberger, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Unreal play. 28-24, East Newton leads as we go into the fourth quarter. Rain's coming down heavy now, but the Panthers pound the rock. First play of the fourth quarter, Gross is in from 11 yards out. Forsyth gets it with 8 minutes left with the lead. They run out the clock. They win it 31-28. Now time for our Performance of the Week. Who played the best this evening? Get your vote in at KOAMnewsnow.com/vote. Your first option is Humboldt. Cubs improved to 10-0 with a 64-0 shutout win in the regional championship over Riverton.
Your second option is the Colgan Panthers, who also win by a shutout. They take down Riverside 19-0 at home and improve their record to 9-1. Colgan will face Centralia at home next week.
Your third and final option is Seneca. Much like Humboldt, the Indians put on a dominant performance to stay undefeated. They take care of Aurora 41-6. They continue their journey towards a state title. Polls open now until Monday at noon. KOAMnewsnow.com/vote. Well, that's all the time we have for you on Fox Pressbox for the whole year. Thanks so much for tuning in this whole year. Shout out to our videographers, Sam Walker, AJ Kohler, Jim Sosa, Mitch Adams, Anthony Saviello for helping out each week. Brock, they're all pivotal parts of this.
Absolutely. We couldn't do it without them, and we really appreciate all their hard work and help.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we'll see you later.